the song. The song, if you listen to it till the end, the final part of the song that Akedi sings, into say ana minsumeko ana, say ana minsumeko. Charlie. All right, let's move on. So, Robert Class says, Adam, yes, he was paid. Attention. He was paid with attention. Okay, now Amrado is speaking. Amrado says, make good music. Don't chase hits. Amrado to fellow musicians. Ghanaian rapper Amrado has encouraged musicians to prioritize creating meaningful music over chasing chart-topping hits. The award-winning musician emphasized the importance of artistic integrity, urging artists to trust that dedication will align opportunities. He also highlighted the need for financial foresight, advising musicians to invest in their future. In an ex-post on Thursday, June 19, he wrote, "Make good music, do not chase hits. Do your bit and the spirits of grace will get things aligned. Now, don't forget to invest. Anyhow, you can. Go for the trophy and turn your naysayers into believers." Now, my issue here is this. With what Amrado is saying, encouraging musicians to prioritize creating meaningful music over chart-topping hits. If Amrado not make chart-topping hits, would he make all the money he's making today? Because he was just a rapper and his rap made a lot of sense. But did it bring money? Media, I'm just asking. Ashes, let me start with you. Or you agree with what he's saying?
Yeah, to a large extent.
Okay, but to a smaller extent.
You need the hits to survive, but you shouldn't chase the hits to survive. You know.
What kind of ambiguity is that? You need the hits to survive, but you don't chase it.
Okay, so.
Because if you don't chase it,
hold on. Let's take Kwabna. I want to use my own artist as an example. He's been dropping songs, but the songs he's dropping are not chart-topping songs currently, right? But because he had done existent work, right, in the past, which were timeless music, he's still in demand. So if you do good music, which would last a lifetime, you would be in demand. Our own Kodentry might not be dropping hits right now, but he gets shows to play here and there. Amachi Dede is not releasing hits now, but he's very, very hot. And you can't even pay his charges. And there are other musicians who don't have the hits. For example, they don't really, probably now currently, will not have top charting songs. But because they did timeless music, good music from yesterday, they are relevant. But most of them are not focusing on the good music aspect, but using chorus, using phrases, using jargons that are which will just wipe away. And then the music is gone. You understand me? So I'm thinking in line that's what he's saying. Because I have heard a couple of songs of him which are really good music and will last the test of time. You know, so if his focus has shifted from just trying to find the phrases and then put it in and then it will wipe away, but he wants to delve into good music because I'm sure he probably is feeling that touch by people. People tell him that, oh, Charlie, someone like Fameye. I mean, no matter what you say about Peter, he does some really good music, timeless music. And last time I was in Bolare's office, and he was busily singing the praise song. Like, he said, bro, this song every morning. These are inspirational music, timeless, and every time somebody wants to do something, your first that comes to mind. Because at least 5 to 10 songs which are meaningful songs, and they make meaning not only to the person but probably to the colleagues or friends around him. So that's what the young man is probably saying, that don't just chase the clouds because it will whisker away. What will you do? We've had certain musicians which we don't hear of them again because they were so fixated at getting a hit rather than doing songs. You have a song that I still like till now. One guy now say, what is it?
What?
Your song with EL. What's the title? 1K. Timeless. A good song. It doesn't matter whether it was top or not. But there are music when you hear, your soul actually relaxes, and you feel you are in sync with what the author is trying to put out. And that's exactly what he's saying.
Adam.
Chairman.
Yeah. Were you paid 1K?
He said
That's your song title of your song.
Yes, but were you paid 1K?
dollar, Sani, are you?
Hope you're doing well.
You're asking me.
Master Dubai, you are going to Dubai with dollar or G euro, and now dollars are dropping. Adam, $1
Mr. Dusty.
Yeah, OJ then euro.
So the Amrado. Okay, man, me pushing mic on. Okay, fine.
You.
Okay.
August. August 21st.
Amrado. Oh, Amrado mean time we read the new song there.
Yeah, they were trying to see.
Oh,
Hey, God.
don't worry. Man, even is submission.
Mr. Dusty. Amrado, what he's saying, I mean, it's an advice which somebody can look at different aspects of the advice. All of us here, at every level you are, you have a certain kind of motivation. And, I mean, there are basic motivations types which we all come across as we are growing up in whatever thing we are doing. Andy, I'm not sure that the kind of motivation you had when you started your profession as a DJ or presenter is same today. We have basically there is the intrinsic and the extrinsic motivation where people are motivated within. So when you look at the intrinsic motivation, the intrinsic motivation is about motivation which comes from within yourself as a person. So that is driven by personal interest that, I have an interest, I want to do music. So the fact that you're able to get into the studio and record, that satisfaction you have is enough. Like, you've achieved your passion. I'm sure the first day you went on radio or TV, and it was going on. You enjoyed the passion that, like the fact that you've achieved your passion, or maybe a certain personal goal has been achieved. However, when you are growing in the space, you realize that the intrinsic, in a way, will be there, but the extrinsic will come in. That is the external. So at this point, you are looking at rewards. You are looking for a certain achievement. You are looking for a certain monetary gain. You are looking for a certain validation. So you can be intrinsically, you can be motivated to be doing all those good songs, but it will get to, and I'm listening to his interview where that point where he was not getting the needed recognition and the big hits, it was affecting him. Mm-hmm. You understand? And it came, then boom, I said, you BA feel so. So you will graduate, certainly, you will graduate from the intrinsic to the extrinsic, where a certain external motivations will push you. And that is where you like, I need some songs which will make everybody hear of me. That will bring me money. That will bring me awards. That will bring me motivation, which are external. And there is nothing wrong, because at times that kind of motivation can get you to do something which will take you to the next level. Because maybe you want to, Charlie, I want to have the biggest song in Ghana. That will make you look for the good production. It will make you look for, do the things which will get you there. So I don't think it's always bad to have in mind that you want to have a hit song, or you want to have something which will take your career, blossom your career from the scratch. Because we've had people who just start and boom, they have a big song. There are others who, they will do the good song, it will get to a point, they will even get tired, because at that point, the intrinsic motivation will drop. And they will be looking at, So, we come in and start here, and we hear artists who talk about those things. Like, I started with this guy. So, have the two. Miss, that's what I'll say. Have the two. Have the intrinsic, and work towards it. And I mean, it will be good for you.
All right, okay.
Okay, I agree with everything they've said, but here's my thing too.
But
why can't I have a hit that is a good song?
Oh, you can. You really can.
Basically, that is all the conversation should have been.
There's a lot of hit songs which are really good songs.
Yes, mommy, 1 finger, 2 finger.
So what's it? I didn't change.
No, it's not a good song. No, good song.
No, wait, what's wrong with the finger? Well, it depends. It is your music.
Yeah,
you know the motive. Shut up there. You know the motive behind what you did.
Because I listen to that song.
Because imagine if my children, daddy, mommy, one feel like, hey, like,
I didn't change it.
Because he's your artist. You can put out your chest and say, then why are you barring her?
And this song is different. Wunti, sweetie, me da, banana, na. You're telling me that you can't have a hit and we have a good song.
Say someone sent me a link and I showed him. They were using the song to do some things. So what I did was that.
The way he said that, which I didn't hear.
So Ashes, Charlie Babeti have what was Anna Mami Shadi. Who was already? You, as a manager, can hit your chest and say, look, this song is not going, it's not part of the list. Why did you allow it to come out?
No, it's a good song. It depends on the censorship and you understand?
All of these things he's talking about, even me.
No, but that song is not bad. I don't know. Like, mommy, 1 finger, 2 finger. It's a nice song. Very smooth song.
Very.
I
don't know, you
know better.
Where's your funny breakfast? Like, what's it? Minka finger.
Continue.
Okay, so that's the thing. So I think the Edem captured a part of what I wanted to say. Where you are in your journey as a musician will determine what you do or what you see as your goal. A lot of artists have done good songs that are not going anywhere. We don't even know their names. And they are struggling because they are not getting the hit. Some of them changed from their usual and then got the hit. I'm saying that the two of them can be right. You can have hits that are good songs. So instead of saying that, don't focus on hits, say that focus on good songs. So if the song becomes a hit, and no, you are saved for the rest of your life. As he's saying, Kwabna, good songs, he's still eating from it now because it's a good song and it was a hit. Now, you are talking about, your friend is saying, the hits, as in like, every artist that goes into the studio, they are hoping to get a hit. Mm-hmm. It just doesn't become a hit. So they settle for good. And it was a good song. I don't think that Amrado goes into the studio and says, a new media. Now can we promote a cry Eddie? Can we probably cry Eddie?
But some songs, sorry to cut you, but there are some songs you do and you go like, Nafa. Or as
it happens. Yeah.
Because you ask them and they say, media album, it was the least on the album crowd.
It's like Stoneboy's Putu.
But majority of artists, like Amrado.
But on the level, no. When a lot of hits are like Stoneboy, they put so he can go and have fun in the studio and just
And I make us say, if Stoneboy put one your hit and come back and say, it wasn't a good song, then you can't mind. But as long as when you butcher a tronom and who say, my shisha, and they say, baby, most of the boys. When they enter the studio and they hear the song, almost a hit. They compensate themselves with. I'm just saying that as long as you are doing the song, you've done the song, you are promoting it, you are aiming for a certain target. If your good song reaches there, it is good. It adds to you as the artist. And when you say when you hit song like very soon, and not only you by a family. One album, and can you imagine the beauty of that song and how long it will live on? He doesn't have to choose between the hits and the good songs. So I think his advice should have said, "Oh, there are power hits, but do a good song. Send your bear that song can live after you." Because a lot of artists who got the hit has died, and they are still now struggling. But they could have gotten that big hit and then they would eat from it. But because onya hit na any good in tino, waboka. Obi so enya good song, but hit in him to all boka constantly. So why can't we have the two?
I think she's right.
Yes, it's intriguing what she's saying. Like Obi so enya hits, but all boka. Can you elaborate a bit?
Because when you hit the status, because now it wasn't a good song, Gaudinya hitting, he's forced to do more now, living on a budget that is not coming. So for artists like, let me give a typical example, as you even said, he doesn't have to do songs now, but he's living off Ninyuma Awaye.
Like who?
You said your friend is saying the Rasta man, the legends. Maybe Kodenchi, the Lumbes and Co. They are living off Etuma Omaye. So they don't have to spend so much now in their craft and probably try to get another song, another hit song. There are artists who, because Omunya hits, their name have gone to a certain level. Now they are not getting money from any new good song of theirs or any hits now. They are forced to maintain their lifestyle that they can't even afford because Omu hit no, Omu one hit na enye emunye do no, Omu to a certain level. They are forced to now do more productions, trying to catch up to that hit. And they are not getting again because Ebetomu. It was some trend going on, and I know they are fire. So now you are forced to live a certain lifestyle of a hit artist that you cannot even replicate the hits because now you have to show working. The working is not coming. There are some other artists too, because they did good songs. They are living, they are making money, and don't have to put so much in. But so. Typical example, Kojenchi. That Ben out to Kojenchi say we're dropping new product and I say, oh, yeah, promo na baby. How much the day? What you say? So I am just saying that you can have a good song that is a hit, and once you get that, and you get that in fact multiple times.
But on the other hand, too, there are other musicians who do real good music, really, really good music, but you hardly hear of any show or bill that puts them on. A typical case, well, I might be wrong, but somebody like Walasi, I love that guy to bits.
Brutal.
I love his music.
Amazing talent.
But I don't see why he is not actually like getting the needed attention, because if you listen to the creativity of that boy, it's hard.
Every man.
I mean,
it's really hard.
My next song may feature.
No, but I saw him recently when they were doing the Black Star Experience launch.
Yeah.
He was on stage to perform, and I feel like those kind of artists.
He's not your candidate that you regularly see on your Ghana Music Awards or your big headline show. He's not your regular candidate. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. But Walasi's musics are hard. Manifest, same. Manifest drops good songs, but you rarely would see him, being billed.
I have a feeling fans will get emotional about it.
No, go ahead with whatever you want to say.
So it's just with what we are saying now. I think for Walasi, I have been to his concerts before, and the place, it was crazy. So he has a cult following, people that love him and follow him. And I'm sure he plays corporate gig because there are people that love that kind of song.
True.
But you see, same as the conversation we are having, I don't think there is that lead song, that major national continental hits that artist has that puts his name there. Because if he has that one, as I was saying, the two can be mutual.
As a monster hit.
Yeah, a monster hit. I think it would have carried all his songs along.
Right.
Because he has already good songs that has its cult following. So I'm saying that, imagine, every man be God, blow a monster hitter. Walasi is set for life because he has the good song, the repertoire of good songs that as the cult following, say you call the concerta, and you're back to back, and we are singing word for word. So imagine all these songs were global hits, and I was a hater. Can you imagine? Like, because the song, every Abai baby to be that song is relevant to you.
Well, Walasi can just look. He just gets into the booth, closes his eyes, and it comes. Bad writer.
He's a phenomenon.
Mad. I happened to get him in the studio. I worked with him, and Charlie.
But you see, getting a hit,
Serious.
Getting a hit, it's not just about the musical. So many things, so many variants that come together for a person to actually get the hit. And some people produce that great hit, but don't follow up. And if you don't follow up, don't expect the music to walk by itself.
When you say follow up, what does it mean?
A lot. You see, music is not just like an entity for two people. It's a broad spectrum, right? And it involves a lot of people, a lot of ideas. As I sit here, whenever I release a song or we're about to release a song, ask him. He's one of the first people I'll send to for him to listen. I want his take. DJ Ashman. I have some people. I'll send to all of them. Everybody gives me their opinion. So do you know what it does? As he's heard the song in his head and he knows how good the song is, when he moves and he meets another person and there's a conversation, he's probably saying it. So the person also puts this in his head, also goes to spread it. So word of mouth, before the song itself drops, it's already walked.
Hey, strategies over here.
Yes.
Of course, because hits are not just made in the studio.
Please, I'll take your number. Okay.
Listeners, we are live on Hits 103.9 FM. No, hits are not made in the
If you
studio.
just do the song
An investment.
If hits are made in the studio, I
Asami
don't
Kwame
think.
will meet you anywhere and call you.
Come now, he's always driving there. These guys, they will come.
Yeah. But and that's how it is. So I conscientize his mind towards what I'm about to do.
And be say you are telling him that Charlie, you base way free, and he says, "Oh my area." Once you tell him, he's going back to
do it
correct
because
it.
you heard something that
Charlie sound.
I felt like.
After repeating, I
Tilly, let me tell you something you don't know.
Please tell me.
Let me tell you something you don't know.
Tell me.
Now, when the Kim Promise conversation started, I had a conversation with Ike. He mentioned you and 3 other people to me. And I said, go for Tilly.
Oh, Pachoj.
That's what you don't know. You probably don't know.
Oh, nice.
There was a conversation behind before you got in the role. I said, go for her. And I called Ike back after when you started. Then I'm like, yo, the girl is doing good. Enroll her after this. Don't just leave this girl. I'm saying this on radio. Ike, you got me a BA. They say, oh no, we got plans. When you made the Stone Boy conversation about when you said something, I called him. I'm like, you know what? She's doing good, but I think these lines won't help. Let's tame it. In communication, there's a way you might leave traces that you cannot come back to erase. You understand me? You might be doing a great job, but there are certain traces when you leave them, it will forever follow you. We had those conversations. So that's how this industry roll. I go to him a lot of time. I'll call him, bro, will they do this thing? What's up? Put some. He does it.
Kabinat will call you, Charlie. I mean, so
you understand me? So if you sit down and you expect that hits, because it's a good music, it should automatically get to the DJ for the DJ to play.
They owe you some responsibility.
No, it doesn't work like that. We walk by club to club. Evening, you go see me at the drive. I did meet every DJ on the streets. So the song probably even picks up on the streets before it gets even to the radio, or it picks up on the radio and gets to the streets.
I don't know if I'm permitted to say this.
Go ahead. Oh no, it's education.
Kwabna called. Say, oh, Charlie, say, okay. I was with Hammer of the last 2. We were in the studio. Kwabna came. And then we listened to some new stuff he's bringing out. For close to 1 hour, we were thinking about what to do with one instrument. I'm telling you. Because one has, violin or something like that. One doesn't have it. So we are listening to it. He waited for us to listen to the one without violin. Then he brought the one with the violin, like, hey, Charlie. No, play the other one again. No, okay, let's listen to the one that has the instrument. Let's listen to the one that doesn't have it. Like, we went back and forth, sir. Because me pay the one without it. How much I pay the one with it? No, Charlie, no, come back. Charlie, no. It be like I agree with Andy. As Kwabna they go, no, Charlie, no, make we use the other one. Like, do you understand? So I'm very sure for someone like Kwabna, he may release both. And maybe if Ale makes or something Andy makes or Ashes makes or something, just to differentiate it so that it wouldn't be like, hey, it was a mistake bringing this in or taking this out. A musician that listens. And these are some of the things that makes a hit.
Of course.
You have to listen. That's
Listen.
all.
And then-
Musician that listens.
Yes.
Of course.
And then have a,
Hey, let me say this on radio, eh?
Say it.
Patapa called me.
Allah.
pata peas, my favorite.
Charlie,
Munyano.
Patapa called me, I know they get me. So he sent me a message. And I said, oh, I'm in London.
So just search you.
Oh, no. I said, I did London. I said, okay. Oh, Poppy, I'm releasing a song with Stonebwoy, and then I want you to listen to it before. So I listened to it, and I got back to it, I said, Patapisi, the song is good, but the problem is A, B, C, and D. He said, okay, then I'll go and correct it. I said, okay, send it to me when you are done. The next day when I woke up, there were broadcasts of the Patapa song with a link. Stream it, then. So I called him back, like, oh, yo, what's up? Now they made out to streaming platforms, no so that. I'm like, so why were you
Why did
telling
you
me?
come to disturb me?
Oh, them, and now I can also hear then to once head then yeah, they're crying. Yeah, and the song, although the song was good, but you see, if you don't listen, you have to listen. Just listen.
Do you know the job of Babyface, Kenneth Babyface? Do you know his job? Or Wyclef Jean? Do you know what they actually live on like now? They go from studio to studio. After you have done your productions, you need a Wyclef to sit down and listen.
And tell you what to do.
Tell you that, listen, this horns, nah, they don't fit. This, nah, take this out. And if you like, do. If you like, don't do.
Why are creatives so protective of their creative piece? It's like
It's their life.
why you oh, I think this will work. They bring it to you first of all.
Oh, so Obi Ejuma no.
Listen,
Tilly,
let-
do you know why you there?
No, let me answer her. I am a painter that's what I learned in school. When you are done with your painting, let's say you're doing an abstract paint and you are done, or you're doing a Hits FM thing that's there, you are done with it. In the eyes and in your heart, you've given it your 1,000. You believe in your work. Now your lecturer comes, looks at what you've done, and tells you, no, it's rubbish. This could have been this could have been that. You will not understand. But in his eyes, right, he sees a million pictures you don't see. And if you take your time for him to explain to you why he thinks that if you had pushed this 9 a bit down and taking the 3 somewhere there, you won't understand. But as an artist, get to know that somebody is a creator. You are an artist. Somebody is a creator. So it's up to you, right, to just listen. You see, pay attention. Even God listens. He listens to us when we talk to him. He created us, but he listens to us. When we offend him and we go to him and we say we are sorry, he listens. How about you, who is going to sell something to the market? With the tomato to the market, yes, yeah, pro. We say, me the beba. Now the banana man ta. Then over there. What you say? What are the fee can buy? A child said the chemicals room into your mum pet. Oh, don't worry, me the ba better. Because you are selling something, a product to the consumer. The end game is to the consumer, right? So get some people who are from the consumer side to listen to exactly what you are bringing out and let them tell you whether it passes or not.
Right. Robert is here. He says, where are you in your life cycle? Where you are in your life cycle, I beg your pardon. Where you are in your life cycle will determine your goals. At the start, your goal will be to break through, to establish your identity, and to build your brand. The goals will change when your brand is known. You want something with meaning and possibly a legacy. If, however, you do a good song and it helps you to break through or it becomes a hit song, amen. There are many artists with good songs, but because they are not known, those songs never get played. That's because they have not been pushed to the fore. Hits help you break through and get you the desired attention and makes it easy for your other songs, whether hits or not, to gain traction. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the latter part. It says, there are many artists with good songs, but because they are not known, those songs never get played. That's because they have not been pushed to the fore. Hits help you break through and get you the desired attention and makes it easy for your other songs, whether hits or not.
Now from Abraham Ohinijan, he says not all songs must be hits. Some songs must stay in your head to solve a particular problem that you need, and those are actually hits in your head.
But that one there, you did your head.
I understand
So
what
if
you're saying.
you did your head, how is it a hit?
No,
A hit
see,
song in your head.
A song might be a hit in your head, but not necessarily the song becomes a bigger hit national wide. But to your mind, you're like,
No,
oh,
I mean, it's from you, so you know
this
you
is
are
a-
aware of
this
the
is
song.
a hit song. Like you played that song to me. Palutane, what's that guy's name?
Shatter.
No. Oh, that thing that broke Palita through, no, that song.
Don't be a bad.
The first day you played it to me, I'm like, yo, this is a monster hit. And obviously, like, you could tell when it drops, it's like fire. If a hit song is coming, it's like fire. It will go, right? Like, it's been properly cooked. Yeah. You feel it. Another problem with our artists is they do not take their time to cook the song. They get to the studio, want to be released. No, take your time. Make sure your mix is tight. It might not blow now, but if it's a good song, it would find its way.
Yeah, I mean,
Because every aspect of the song was properly done into the genre. And one in a more, I want to see you. Whoever thought that song will hit. But have you listened to that sound quality of that song?
yeah,
Very good.
Pangianov, right?
Yes,
yeah,
Panji.
Panji.
Crazy sound.
Even the Kologo, Charlie. If you are listening to it,
Yep.
the Kologo's like,
Yep.
No, the mix was good. But for me, I had an issue. Charlie, I don't want any bombastic side eye.
Let's say the subject. The DJ asked me, get where you did? What that guy did?
Yeah, he did.
It's good
You'll
to
be here
run.
tomorrow.
He
Tomorrow
gets mouth for this particular subject.
tomorrow from 10 to 12.
We
Ashman
discussed
is on
this a
Hit
lot,
FM.
me and him. We discussed this particular
It's
issue.
good
No,
to-
because me, when Paluta sent me the Aseda song, I said no. I said no.
I think you did something on that to make it beautiful. The one day that the
Odobi Ebado.
yeah, you did something. I think it was long.
No,
or-
it wasn't long.
You have
It
to
wasn't.
rearrange.
I had to rearrange it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that touch helped the song.
Yeah.
Because I think from the beginning they were singing plenty before
Yeah.
the chorus would
Yeah.
come.
So me, when they sent it to me, I'm like, but why? I want to touch it. The guy said, feel free. And earlier he said no, but I didn't know. He just called me and said, Godfather, just feel free and by God's grace.
Please, do you do that for some artist, or can I send you a song so you touch it?
Send it
Touch
to Kiddy.
touch it.
Because I have a song that I want you to touch it. Hey, I
Hey,
don't know.
Juma.
Hey, Juma.
Male song.
Hey,
No,
Juma.
it's a male song.
Oh, okay, then you can't touch it.
But there's a female on it too.
No, wait. The Paluta and Rafada song, was it a female song before I touched it? Was it a female song? Unimunia said, when I was coming to your studio to work, was I touching anyone? When you were going to Kumasi, when you
I mean, and the environmental scanning is very key. You know, even in PR, there is what we call environmental scanning in PR, which is very, very important. I mean, when you want to, Chairman. When you want to put something out, you need to be able to, look at the trends, monitor what's happening, then internally run it by other people to be able to know how it
How
will
do you call
fit
that survey?
outside.
That kind of survey has a name. Sampling.
Sampling.
Right.
So you need environmental scanning in every space you operate so that you'll be able to understand what the environment is aligned with, so that you'll be able to come out well. Because, at times people will drop it and later they realize that. I remember watching me, a couple of people listened to the song before we even released the song. You know, we drove to people, they played to them, they listened, or someone will say, oh, can you do this? And Charlie will get to Kwame. Charlie, this one. And it was beautiful. So environmental scanning there is very good.
Okay. We're live on It's 103.9. Hello, James. Thank you very much for tuning in. I see you and your beautiful lady. And Robert, thanks very much for the comments. Guys, send in yours and we'll read them on air. There's a new show on Joy Prime, Prime Time with George Quay. Now, George Quay interviewed dancehall icon Samini. Samini had addressed, with the interview, he addressed the buzz around his recent trip to the Ghana Tourism Authority office. And he dismissed claims that his visit secured him a special favor or special favors or political perks. Calling out a small but vocal group of critics who insist on unwavering party loyalty, Samini said free speech and freedom of association matter more than blind allegiance. He explained that his courtesy call was purely professional. He added that a miscaptioned social media post by a foot soldier had blown the visit out of proportion. Samini reminded viewers that the GTA serves all Ghanaians, not just political insiders. I was listening to the interview on my way to work this morning. Listeners, listen.
If foot soldiers are naive as to why I'm in that office, they come with jabs like that. I went there to pay courtesy call to Abeku Santana. I did same to KOD, and I tried to do Rex Roma's office, but he wasn't there, so I sent him a message. Yeah. So when I visited, I introduced what I was working on to Abeku. When Abeku and his team posted it on the official social handle, a few minutes later they took it down, and then they were talking about the fact that it went ahead of themselves because they needed the approval of the main office before they would say, okay, officially they associate themselves with this. Right. But I believe that foot soldiers should not make you feel like people aren't Ghanaians anymore, but things have to be for party and who is in power only, because I went there to introduce my project, but a foot soldier put out a caption to suggest that Abeku Santana invited me and then gave me a slice of bread. So it's like, okay, now there are things to be given to people to do. People are supposed to start benefiting from the bread that we've gotten, and you're cutting the slices and you're giving it to people that supported on the other side, people that went against us. I would want to use this opportunity to educate a foot soldier that office that Abeku is sitting in, it's not a party office. And so if Ghana Tourism Authority as a platform is there, then every Ghanaian related to tourism should feel free to walk to that office and do tourism-related business with them.
And that was Samini talking to George Quay on the primetime TV show. Tilly!
That was intelligently handled. Because I said the same thing. Unlike for dragging me, I could feel the pain in my bed for saying that office is not an MDC office. So if there is a problem or if they find it challenging that somebody sitting in an office like GTA is taking care of the needs of Ghanaians who are not in their political space or their preferred political party, then they should move the office to the NDC headquarters so that they know they are doing the NDC bidding and not the national bidding. Now, after listening to him, my question is, so they never got the approval from the top?
Oh, I'm sure he's got it, because the feel I had was that they're going to support him or something.
So why were the pictures not uploaded after the approval? Because I think it was the pictures, not necessarily the visit.
I think they went ahead their superiors.
So
Per what Samini said. As I said, I was listening to the interview this morning.
Okay, so you're saying that, and he was not the first person who had visited them and had his pictures posted. So GTA on their social media platforms posted their meeting with Samini. And after a while, it was pulled down. Now, according to Samini's explanation, he's saying that the GT people are saying that they didn't get final approval from the top. So I'm saying from then up until now, they have not still uploaded the pictures. Have they still not gotten the final approval from the top?
That one day, I think Samini will be the best person to explain. You rested. Yes. You rested your case.
Yes, I've rested my case.
What's the guy's name? KJT versus Makola. Lawyer intimidation. I arrest my case
for the vanishing.
Right. Let them go ahead.
Andy, I mean, for me, I've said it earlier that I wish we had not gotten there, and regardless of the situation, I was expecting GTA to keep the post, but I also believe that just because they are new to the office, and I mean the party foot soldiers were going, I mean, coming gun blazing at them, they were a little, and they decided to, take a back seat. I would have wished they stood their ground to keep those things there, because from there it will change the narrative. It will let them understand that it's not party as usual, because at the end of the day, it is about how we can tap into other programs among others to ensure we achieve our goal at the office. Because at the end of the day, we are talking about a research, we are talking about impacting the very office they are occupying. So if SAMINI is bringing a program which can take tourists to the north, it can improve the local economy of the north and also have an impact on the tourist attraction there, then certainly it's something good that they need to come on board. Just explain to them and they understand that, it's not politics as usual. Because, even we've seen President Mahama had some one or two when he went to Kwewu, he went to visit his biggest rival in the past election. His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo at Kwewu during the Christmas. So we are not enemies. That's a fact. So the fact that we are, political, we have different political ideologies or we support different political ideologies does not mean that if somebody has a fantastic idea which can push the nation to the next level, we should not tap into it. So, it's a good answer SAMINI gave, and let's all try to move away from the politics and look at the bigger picture.
Okay, Ashish.
You see, yes, I agree with all my mates have said. It's valid, but politics is a different animal. And in as much as you wouldn't want to weigh into it, like they say, it is what it is. You cannot do anything about it, especially when a government has just been elected into office and they've seen probably you being tagged as the opposition. They are not just going to open their arms for you freely like that because you have an idea. No. In our dispensation, it's a winner-take-all thing. We are yet to understand the grounds that we are building together. We are not building together here. It's a certain political party building with its people when they are in power. You might have to wait for your turn. It is what it is, and not to say that is the best precedent. It's not. But I'm saying that is what it is. So the grammar and whatever we might see will not change anything. They dare not post that picture. Truth be told, they dare not post that. Yes, let's say it as it is.
Why?
Do you know the backlash that they went through from their foot soldiers? You think it'd be joke?
Why must this be political?
It is political. That's what I'm saying, that we haven't gotten to a certain level that we would understand that we are building a nation. We haven't gotten there yet, though. No. It's either you belong to MPP or you belong to NDC. Stay there. You can't be neutral in our dispensation. No. People know they really understand I'm like that. And for the fact that they saw SAMINI and then the president, they no go agree. Whether you like it, if Bulldog was here, he would have re-echoed this. We all know that, yes, the ideas are brilliant and it shouldn't have been that way, but it is what it is. It is what it is, and it's not going to change. That's why I said they dare not post that picture, because the backlash they would receive again, I'm sure they will close down that office. I tell you, Charlie, our politics here is dangerous.
But must it be so?
It's not. That's what I'm saying, that we are yet to understand. I'm using some certain language. We as a people are yet to understand that even if I am not NDC and NDC has some brilliant ideas, let's go with it. If I'm not MPP and they have some, no. The fact that, Charlie, look at, I went to pass Dubai yesterday with a friend, and he hasn't been in Ghana.
You went to Dubai? Adam's same place.
No, but that one, Seko there.
So say I went to Seko, Dubai.
The Seko,
and you went to pass Dubai there.
The guy was telling me that when he was leaving Ghana was when this edifice was being built. So what have we used it for?
Nothing. Waste.
Do you know why? Because the government that built it exited power right after they built it.
But it is nonsense.
Oh, Chairman, you can speak the grammar for all you care, or for all we care.
Oh, but is it right?
No, you don't get it. This is where we are as a people. That's how foolishness has engulfed our mind. That's how foolishness has engulfed our mind. We don't see
We've
that
left a lot of things
a
to
lot
rot.
of rot. Because if it's not affiliated to party A, forget it. You know, there are cars that are being just parked in certain ministries because these people did not do the procurement. So it should rot. If these people come, they go change every furniture in every office. The chair that they sit up, they change up. Because this guy sat on it. So the other part will not sit on it. There are people who have to... You don't know that thing they talk about for Ghana here.
No,
Too
but
poor for this behavior.
No, but it's not.
That's
but
why we
it's
are always poor.
It's not.
And if you
Can you
look
imagine?
at, if you
That's
look
why
at,
we are always poor.
if you
They look at
at,
such a nice. I mean, it's
They go
precarious.
change
Look at that.
everything.
and if you look at the whole,
Because when they go, you pray on the chair, say, make I no succeed.
and even you see, when you look at the whole, if you look at the whole thing,
This is where we are.
GTA open its mind to the positive side, like the business side, and how they can support the creative art by opening their office to Samini, having a meeting,
Which was a brilliant idea.
taking pictures and posting it. They were just looking at, I mean, the positive side. Then go post.
let me help you.
Then
Let me help you. They were being Ghanaians.
professionals, yeah.
They were trying to be Ghanaians.
Yes.
But the Ghanaian say you lie.
You can't do that.
You know if you do this thing.
Oh, Charlie. Charlie.
Why didn't they? Why
we
didn't
should
they?
allow our
Why
institutions
didn't
to
they?
work.
No, wait. Why didn't they chastise the president when, just as you mentioned, he went to
What-
Kwau to
yeah.
go visit ex-president Akufo-Addo?
He didn't go
Hey.
to visit.
Charlie,
ex-president.
can you
No,
imagine?
he had a program there.
So all of
and-
a sudden,
he has to. Yeah, he said, but he visited
Charlie,
him.
all of a sudden, I mentioned Akufo-Addo's name and I mentioned ex-president. Wow.
That'll be how like.
The beauty of the whole Akufo-Addo. the whole-
Emre.
Let me tell you, you know the beauty of the whole Akufo-Addo thing. I recently watched a video where he was going somewhere and the chair no to follow up. I said, hey. What is journey?
He did house.
That chair be the real good this too. The one he did that. No be the one he did mention. It be that chair. That's the golden stew for Ghana.
Yeah, from Muhaji.
I don't know. No credit on me. We are our own problem. We are our own problem. Certain things we have allowed to become a norms, eh?
Yeah, we they want.
No.
The institution they do right thing. We say no. Make the institution not do
If
the
you
right
look at
thing.
the cancer and the waste at which our government or institutions they go through, it could solve so much if we think alike. But well, it's politics. When Donald Trump went to the Oval House, he also changed a lot of things.
Oval Office.
He said, "No, like this, you know, like this, you know, like change this picture, do this." Yeah, it be him.
Oh, but see, changing it is different from leaving it to rot.
Yeah.
Which is
That you have a point. But
Whoa,
Some
how do you?
sad.
I mean, you remember when Okrekumanté came here? We're having a conversation, and I asked him that thing. You remember? Because look, for such a beautiful, look, the last time I went there, I saw someone urinating. Yes. Dr. Khan was our dear friend. Dr. Khan was laid to rest
late.
there. We went there for the
I think that was
funeral.
the first and last time I had entered that.
Yes. And Charlie,
But what actually
right
was that
right
place?
under our noses, this guy was there urinating. Like
Was he-
what?
Can somebody tell me what
fountain
that
wasn't working.
Can we have an education what that edifice was built for? What really was the purpose for that building?
Oh, but I mean,
It's you know the main purpose
It-
of
I'm sure it
that
could be
building
for
was,
recreational
it was
purposes.
economic. I mean, because Circle, I mean, they looked at the number of cars which use ply Circle to the other areas and how they get stuck at there. And the reason to do something to improve productivity so that a lot of cars can go through that stretch without having problems. So it was in
I thought
we're not getting it wrong.
people
We're not
will
getting
go
it wrong.
there for.
so they did. It's part of the project.
I mean, I thought it was for some recreational.
No, yeah. So it's part of the project. So they did that stretch and added that.
He's talking about the edifice, so it's not be the whole.
That's what I'm talking about.
interchange,
Yes.
flyover,
So they
whatever.
did that because I mean it is in Nkrumah. It used to be known as Nkrumah Circle, and there was
Still
a
the
roundabout.
Nkrumah Circle.
Yes, there was a roundabout there with his distance. So when you are doing the roads in such a way that roundabout there will be taken away, then you need to create it somewhere. So that's why they created it at that side, and there was a fountain where people can go and watch for some
So do they have
revenues
wait,
to be generated.
Today's the Kwame Nkrumah statue.
Yeah, he did
whatever,
it.
He did it.
It's still there.
Yeah, but the fountain way for work, you know, it be I don't know. Say.
Oh, so they did. Okay, now you're giving me the education.
Yeah, so you go there, people
moved-
pay, watch it.
They moved the fountain and everything.
The roundabouts,
and then they
where
kept
they
it. Oh, that's
push it to the other side, Obra, like the Obra spot, to rebuild it in a nice way.
Oh, so-
and add
so-
an attraction to
So
it.
sort of what they had done for the Accra one, the Kwame Nkrumah
Yes.
Museum something.
Yeah, so they added an attraction, which can even generate money.
Because I think it's a good spot for
People used to go there when it
Oh.
started.
I mean, when it started,
Go take video because the fountain had like colors.
it was beautiful.
The water.
I remember I drove there. We parked by the road. We all went there to see how beautiful the thing
and
looked.
this, like Dubai Hilton Hotel, just
Guys,
Hilton Hotel.
guys, you go there before. Tilly, have you been there? Me, I've not been there before. How did you go there?
I've been there before.
Okay, sorry,
They've-
Tilly.
they've created-
Wait there, and run ahem.
Yeah,
create a fountain in that area.
asem ni bi fie o one wako for asem aba o wako ka Hilton yi de na obechire
Also, NGO need the area.
Oh, there be any private. But the city has done a fountain around the Hilton where it do an adra and a fountain here, Juma. And you see like colors, like the way it was done here. And people go there, watch and boat cruise was so you pay and you know some of these things it generates money.
Okay,
But
okay. Because but I want us to get to the bottom of this. All you know, people have fantastic ideas, but they belong to the other side.
so you know go work.
Why wouldn't it
And
work?
the
You see,
institution they fear.
that's what I want us to get to the bottom of. Look, hold on. For example, Abeku Santana, we all know the
And he's
party
doing
belonged,
fantastic.
right? I remember when the MPP was in power, some of us were pushing that Abeku, they get him a position. Remember?
They took
it
when
from him.
the ministry did it, the party came at the ministry and quickly
Took it out.
the ministry went back.
Oh.
Yeah, it'd be true. He said they wanted it to be some
Ambassador.
or something.
No, was it an
Yeah,
ambassador?
it was ambassador, tourism ambassador.
No, they take him
The,
from
the ministry, the supporters like this one.
it's
Then
see,
if
you know
he
what?
comes,
I remember when it started, we were pushing that he would be Kwesi Agyemang's vice. You remember?
Yeah,
We all
okay.
think that he'll be Kwesi Agyemang's deputy. You remember? We were making a lot of noise about it. Then at least they must give him
Akwesi.
something.
Have you seen how we chase KVIPs when government exits? It be crazy. The way the people go after the KVIP keys, you go bring them.
KVIP. They go bring by KVIP. Do they have keys?
You don't know, like
KVIP.
Yes, the government owned KVIPs. If you see
The ventilated, improved paid latrines.
they there,
Why?
you
So
see the way
so-
they
so-
fight
so
for
the
that.
new
thing.
officers are going for the gold.
Yes, you know the money that thing generates.
Wow.
Yeah, they say.
Be
You
there.
remember there
Be
was
there.
one that a lady,
Hey.
some Alaji and his wife,
Like
so,
Baba.
something like that.
Yeah.
And he had built some private
Be
KVIPs.
there.
And if they tell you, Charlie, if you see buckets of coins,
Yeah,
and he had built some house, like big
my
big
auntie's
houses.
into it, so I know.
Yeah.
One of my aunties, she get like almost 10 for Accra.
Oh,
Yeah.
Benefit.
Yes,
Benidine.
the money that woman gets, it be crazy. So
So how much do you pay to get in? I haven't been there in like what 20 something years.
never been there, man. So I can't help.
Who that that be? Yeah,
Oh,
Charlie,
yeah,
you used to
that
be.
be awesome.
Yeah, they used to be fine.
You know that be awesome.
on the back of the story we're having, this was in September 2017.
Right.
Abeku Santana no longer tourism ambassador. Radio presenter Gilbert Abeku Agri, popularly known as Abeku Santana, is no more national tourism ambassador. The Minister of Tourism, Culture and Creative Art, Catherine Afeku has said. According to her, Abeku Santana's role as a tourism ambassador ended after new list of ambassadors was drafted in consultation with the industry stakeholders. Mrs. Afeku, in a statement, said, for the avoidance of doubt, the list of new ambassadors include Ejako, Cindy Thompson, Diana Samoa, Reggie Mboli, Fuse, Ochame Kwame, D Black, Van Vicker, Nana Kwame Ampedu, Lucky Mensah.
And the DOSTY day inside.
Adikam Sam
My name no dey
Oche,
inside.
You know I was.
Fancy Gadem, Dada KD, Keche Kwame Apia, Wiyala, Stephen Apia,
Easy.
Leo Mensah, and the Dusty. And the Dusty and the Bright.
Oh, but
And the rest are Sana
I
Dagedu.
You know me, the internet.
Oh, make you no mind now.
Mrs. This, I'm reading from Daily Guide. Mrs. Afeku noted that under her watch, the power of tourism and culture will be actively used to promote unity and national cohesion.
If unity, how come someone from the other side was not part?
Abeku was appointed tourism ambassador by the former minister of tourism, Elizabeth Ofosijari, in 2016. The ambassadors are expected to project, and when I remember there was a tour of sites in the Western region organized by Madam Catherine Afeko. I was on this tour. Abeku was also on the tour. Because what? The minister knew Abeku had the competence. I mean, they go there, he speaks about the place, does videos, do live reports on Peace FM among UTV, among others. The minister knew the man's strength too. But because of pressure,
Partisan.
we listen to his statement. But he knows, you can't compare it to
Right.
Abeku's strength. So at times, the minister, and I understand, she herself, the tour we went, Abeku was part of the tour. She understands the strength of Abe. But the problem are, they be a banner party soldiers. Almost so, and feel say, campaign. So anytime they are not happy, now the appointees have to coil back. And that is where the problem is. Appointees in the only one made the right thing.
Well, Robert is saying he disagrees with Ashes. He says, so because we haven't gotten there, we would not strive to get there. We have to strive to continually superimpose the ideal that we want. Not just accept the condition because it is a narrative of the present. Regardless of the ideologies of the various political parties, the ultimate goal is nation building. Are you listening?
Yeah.
Right. I should say what?
You.
And if a party is in power, remember, they didn't win only by the votes of NDC members. They won by MPP members. It is and should always be Ghana first. It is for the same reason other party members leave their parties to vote for a different party. The Ghana first agenda, we have to speak it into being. Remember, Kofor's all-inclusive government, that's the principle we must all use, because the opposition will continue to pay taxes even though they are not in power. If their taxes are good enough, if their votes are good enough, then the ideas are good enough. We all first of all Ghanaians before any party members, Ghana first. Well, that's what friend then? That's Robert.
Make it speak grammar.
About why?
Let's be grammar.
Which one is
If you be in the people they take, they rule the country, are we there yet?
Listeners, we are live on It's 103.9 FM. Nice. early struggles in the music industry. Angela Akiana Kweku, popularly known as Akiana, has revealed that people attempted to take advantage of her sexually when she was starting out in the music industry. Speaking in an interview on Hits FM, Akiana shared that being a female artist in Ghana comes with numerous challenges, particularly in a male-dominated space where attention is often focused more on male musicians. Listen, fools, listen.
The male-dominated industry is hard. It's very hard because you know how it's like the attention and everything is just they are focused on the male.
Okay.
You know, everything male, female, any little thing is like it's a problem.
Okay.
You know, you need to watch yourself. You need to just be more careful as to the kind of songs you drop and then how you handle yourself in the industry. It's not really been easy, but I mean, we're still on it.
Do you still have challenges considering when you started music?
No.
Not at all?
No. When I started, it was worse. Like, it was bad. Everybody want like get in your pants because you're a pretty girl. People see you and they're like, oh, I want to have this. So, you know, I had to work my way up to this level and now I don't really get that anymore.
Oh, okay.
You will get it,
but
it comes with some class. They are now kind of like shy to approach you or they feel a certain type of way to approach you because they're like, what if she's out of my league? What if, you know? But when you're starting, you're all over the place. You're desperate. They sense the desperation.
yeah, that's
This is Hits.
Somebody's pint. What are you going to find in the pint? Who could you share them? Oh?
Yeah, they also call you here.
You are getting into the pint for what? Is it your pint?
Okay, time no day. Let's finish it quickly. We have just some 10 minutes to go.
Oh, it's sad. I mean, it's really sad. When it comes to issues of sex and other things or feelings, it should be consensual. The fact that you are not helping somebody doesn't mean that or the match in the mouth. A match so for say koje match, fixed match. Fixed match problems or police want to everything demotive. I mean, people need to understand because sex must not be forced. You know, until we beg. At times, when you could be affected the person's, whole sense of it must be. People must consent. Ofilu are fine. Onfilu are. And if onfilu now forcing her, it becomes. Where's are you?
She didn't say they were for.
Was she raped?
Me bow.
She didn't say that.
No. What I'm trying to say is that some people, the girl know they feel. But it go do it, then the girl or the finna or the money match. Finna with giant match.
Much when I can I say or say people want to get it to her pants when she was coming up.
I know not making.
Want
to it be a force.
Hey.
Okay. Be Sandy. Oh, him man. Oh, now what is this story? His name is Anna.
Friend, you ask witness on this one for what?
Me need to cause me best now. Like want to know. Want to know? Ya say me want to know. Want to know? Ya can't get to. Me be a de ingonia abe ni adi coffee.
So dainty.
Want to know? Want to know? What kind of simple? We want to know more. See, we beg you, boys. Cool down.
Okay, so this is a very normal experience, and it's not just peculiar to your industry, no. Baby, just that rana a gaffing. Those places, no, and the share says sometimes a reduced, but no cramp no amount for fun. Nyoma. Typical example, Baltazar. Are you telling me that this man, there are no rules in his office? That guy is his office, but see the way things came up. It's as a person, you just have to know, say, like, okay, me go ni. Is it important enough for me to want to do this? If I also want to do this, what are the ramifications of Adiana? You have to decide. At some point, everybody has to decide on what they have to do or what they don't have to do to reach where they have to reach. It is not peculiar to us. She's a nice lady. Obviously, even if and I think video be trendy, a romance sister on home. Boy is Xtra ni bunda abeto abonte say the big one.
What's the bunda one?
Bunda botos.
Bunda.
Oh,
Yeah,
Bunda.
yeah. The big ones are called.
Is that the new name? Bunda.
Yeah, Gen Z phone. The big ones are called the Bundes, and I am where they are bottles. It's what I say. It's like I it is everywhere. I'm not saying it is right, but you as a person have to know where you draw the line and then how you can use that to impact your life and how you make decisions that affect your life. And I don't think anybody forced her anyways. Per what she said, she decided. If I'm sure, say she might have used some might have used them, but she has to decide that this is the person I want to do this with because of this benefit I want to get. It is all up to you. As long as you were not raped, everything was consensual, and you had to decide.
Ashes, please send it.
Yeah. Artists, female artists and exploitation there. I don't think it started today. It's from David in time. It go on till now. It's not the right thing to want to hear or anybody should practice. I mean, that is one of the main reasons why this industry has become a male-driven industry, because most of these females fear the exploitation. Only a few brave ones are able to withstand the venom of how people would want to use you and then still survive. If you should get an interview with the FIAs and DEMs, and they should tell you a little bit of what has gone on in their past, you'd really understand where this thing is stemming from. But that also shouldn't limit your creativity as a female. If you have the ability and you think you want to do this profession, you should know that definitely these things will happen to you one way or the other. But just like Tilly said, what your focus is on, right? It's the bigger picture, and how you strive to get the bigger picture into the bigger picture depends on you. You also could take advantage of people to get there. We know of a few people who've taken advantage of certain men, and today they are where they are. Yeah. So it depends on your smartness, the hard work that they talk about, that hard work that the FBI is after. No? You go use your hard work.
You need to hear stories from Stacy, Delay,
Miss Bell, and all
Bell.
Of them. Hey. You know the people, their story, or where did they come from? But because they were determined, it didn't break them. Not to say that exploitation is a good thing. No. We are not here to give credence to it. No, at all. It's a bad thing for anybody who would want to sexually exploit a female because they need opportunities. The professionals amongst us will look at the talent and push the talent rather than, just trying to destroy the work relationship, because it destroys a lot. If you start doing things like that, it one way or the other, it destroys the trust, the bond that the person has for you. If you keep it professional, you see that you'll have an artist who respects you a lot. But if you try to do the other way, then you limit your respect in the sight of the person. We should be professional with our work. I know Bulldog will not agree. Say they go chop arm, many other things go chop arm before you go. Well,
but do you know why he keeps saying that? It's because of his experience. Because honestly, some people have taken advantage of him. Because I'm very sure a lot of ladies have taken advantage of you.
Oh, of course.
No, because they come to you.
Network,
of course, because you have connections, you have plugs,
but it is what it is.
You are using your money. There are too many things you are.
Then all of a sudden, you go just ditch you. Then you go find somebody else.
After
you push there. So that's why contracts work. That's why a lot of things have to come to play before you want to work with somebody. Don't just wake up and just do it because you think you want to help them. They will leave you.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, Brandy from Kenke Sela Peking. From your mom's sister Helen of Nabita Hospital, Tema. Happy birthday to Marvin Frimpong Bentel of Doorbell Preparatory School, Somenya Easton. You are 10 years today. 5,000 boys says, Andy, I agree with Ashes 100%. That is how we have to be. That's how we have become. Samini self knows that if the picture comes out, then go bash him. If it were to be the MPP, they will do same. It's sad, and this is pulling us back. We need to change our mindset. It's loud inside and go have 5,000. It's like a sound system. Let me say happy birthday. Kwame Sefakai, Despite Media, my brother. Kwame! Andy! Kwame, happy birthday. God bless you. Kwame, Yamin Shawati. Kwame has a nickname. Was Chairman General. This name.
So muffin.
Oh yeah, Kwame, happy birthday, Yesterday was Kwame Sefakan's birthday. Today is DJ ABK's birthday.
Oh,
Yes, Abua Kese. Yeah, DJ ABK.
Happy birthday.
Yeah,
Chairman.
he says he's having a party tonight at Eden.
Oh,
Yeah, Eden. So
tonight,
yeah, I
we'll be
represent.
okay.
I represent tonight with Varosky and Wallpaper. We go and play music.
We'll go with some friends.
Oh yeah, we go chill tonight.
You bring dollar, will they go there with you?
But you know bring dollar, huh? Yeah.
Andy.
Yeah, man. Listeners, Alasan Saeed Abdul Majid is asking, Tilly, please, what are your handles on social media?
Tilly,
So they can bash you heavily.
Oh, anyway, please don't come. I've had enough.
So make sure you
Post on your timeline. If you want to this week, post on your timeline. Someone will send me the link. I will see.
Share the link. Share the link.
Let me share the link.
No, but please go ahead.
Remind them,
It could be a fan.
Tilly Ekie Nipa. Tilly Ekie Nipa. Ekie Nipa. Nipa NIPAA. Ekie Nipa. Why?
Nipa.
Every platform with DM me, I'll be quick to respond.
Listeners, thank you very much for listening.
But
It's
I want
been
to shout
great.
Joey B. I had a very fruitful conversation with him this week.
Joey B.
No. I know why I say so. Quite a character.
Joey
But,
B.
Yeah.
Joey B. I mean, Joey B.
Big Joey. Yeah, Big Joey.
Me who nipa. Ni we ask you by onyone hwe. Or Joey B. I dare where, hey guys, please. Joey B, they talk to me about something. He say, the other time I was telling him promise, just as I started, he says, Brandy, do you know why I'm laughing? I said, because it's Joey B. As I'm not coming, we were talking about marriage and something, and so you are not married. I said, no, I'm not married. He did that, no, Mr. Andy. So should I marry? Like Joey
The
B.
way you go talk about.
Like, say, no, Mr. Andy, no. How can Joey B call me and ask me? But you see, that your rap, and Dusty, you see, I've been listening to that rap. So how did you do it? Because, I won't be rapper like you. And I'm like, Joey
Very
B.
funny guy.
They're very, very
But
hilarious guy.
Yeah, we free
He's
spirit.
got some bangers coming.
But he do me something I don't like. So, but you never free me like him.
Overtaking.
He's no longer my friend. No.
Oh, he begs.
You know, do your
No.
best.
Yeah. I needed him to do something for me, but
Charlie, this verse matter.
in fact, so Joey B making commode. Yeah. Thank you very much for listening to Showbiz Review Extra. A big thank you to Ambi Restaurant and Daddy Worm's Kitchen.
Oh, that food was good.
Production, why the
It was good. Last time you gave us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and my special someone, we enjoyed it.
Your special someone.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Special
You are
someone.
enjoying it.
Yes.
Special someone. He be Sakwadi and Benna Boy or Joey B and Benna Boy.
Special someone. And where?
It's
forgotten.
Banner Boy and somebody.
Yeah, special someone.
Jiminy.
Thank you very much for listening.
Charlie?
But now I manifest.
No.